make a decision on whether I was willing to give up that much amount for having this life where I could choose how I would spend my time and how I would build a business. And it seemed like it was worth it.
Well, and it's funny because it's only temporary, right? It's not
Right.
like, you leave your job, like you said, now, the sky's the limit. I mean, you
Right.
can, you have so much more earning capacity, but you can do it on your own terms and on your own time. And so
Right.
taking that initial leap, I think people need to remember that it's just for a period of time until you build up whatever it is, whether you're
Right.
pulling equity from your homes and then you're investing in more rentals and growing your portfolio. It's not like the real retirement where you retire and then that's it. And that's all you
Right.
ever are going to make for the rest of your life. It's
Right.
just like a temporary cutback until you can grow your portfolio, or like you've done and like we've done, where we've gotten really serious and jumped into the active side of investing,
Sure.
and replaced all of our income. So
And
yeah.
that's a really good point that you bring up, because that is a risk, right? That
Mm-hmm.
temporary income that you're going to lose, it's a risk because you don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you can do what you think you're going to do.
Yeah.
So being able to take that risk and and to be able to take that risk, you have to be really clear on why you're doing it. And I
Oh
feel like
yeah.
that's what really helped me. And my need to be with my kids was visceral. Like every bone in my body told
Mm-hmm.
me I had to do this while they were
Mm-hmm.
little, and
Yeah.
this time wasn't going to come back if I didn't do it right now. And I was tired of having somebody else decide that just because I wanted to stay home with a sick child meant I wasn't capable of the next level up in promotion, right? Like I was tired of somebody
Mm-hmm.
telling me that. So all of
Yeah.
those factors that really m- make you realize why you're doing it help take that risk that you're talking about, the temporary
Mm-hmm.
setback
Mm-hmm.
that you have to face to take that step.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. There's so, it's when you are in that position and you're faced with that feeling that you're talking about,
Yeah.
it's so overpowering. And for me, it was exactly this. I would describe it so much the same way that you did.
Yeah.
Every day I was driving to work and I just had this feeling that, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I would be like driving away from the house, or I'd like drop my kids off at daycare and I'm like, what am I doing? This feels so wrong. And then all these questions come into your mind, like, but this is what everybody does.
Yeah.
This is what you're told to do. Like, you have kids, in 3 months in, you take them to the daycare and you drop them off
Right.
and you go back to work.
Right.
And it was so, and I didn't know, because it wasn't like everybody around me was quitting their jobs and doing
Right.
that. So it was like, how do I know if this is like the right thing? Am I doing this? So there's so much of that. So how did you gain that like confidence? Because we are talking about a good amount of risk. And how did you gain that confidence? Or was it just like, it didn't really matter and you knew that you had to be with your kids and that was what mattered? Or how did you get over that? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people listening, mothers who might be listening to this thinking, I do feel that, I do know that, but I'm so scared and I don't even know what to do or where to go from here. And how do you get over that? I always joke, my confidence story was when I met Annie, and she had quit her job, I think like a month before I met her. And a week
Oh
before.
my God.
And I still remember, standing there, it was at this after party thing from a conference we were at, and we were standing there talking. I just met her and she said, yep, I just quit my job and I have 2 kids and I just left. And I'm like, you quit? Like, how did you do that? And so so for me, it was hearing the story of another woman, another mother, like making that big jump, making that decision. So I want everyone to hear, like, from you, how did you get over that? And how did you find that confidence to do what you needed to do to get to where you are now?